What's up, fellow engineers? Dr. McKay here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are back with my Alien Planet Survival series, which is live streamed on Mixer. I am joined by H3LLJ, and today we are just going to be moving our base closer towards the spaceport. So I hope you enjoyed the stream, and if you do, please like and subscribe. It is always appreciated. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Cheers.
I was just wondering, if there's another update that does something to the CPU, I take it we'll be having to do a new world because it doesn't apply till you've started a new world.
I'm not sure how it works.
Because I know on the world that we was doing, it was it didn't basically refresh the limit. Like I still only had half the limit in multiplayer. And I've lost access to all respawn points.
Yeah?
Hmm.
You're in the game, eh?
I was.
But you're still with me in tag.
Oh, now it's showing up.
Might have just been a delayed lag or something.
No, it showed up and then it went away. And again, I'm in third person.
Alright. So, stone. That's a lie. There's no gold in that asteroid crater.
Was that about a cake?
A cake.
Yeah. Cake is a lie.
Alright. Nah, there was an asteroid
Oh.
crater meant to have gold in. It's just like, nope. Apparently your audio's not included now.
That's your audio.
Why would it be my audio? I'm the one streaming.
That's for my stream.
Yeah. So, so what's the plan? We going to be moving location tonight?
Well, really, we need to finish getting the resources to be able to quickly pack up.
Well, my ship's kind of like...
As long as your ship can carry everything, I can rip down what I've done quickly and then just redo it over at the thing.
Yeah, well, I just realized something I did... Now, I don't know, might... Actually...
There's your gyro.
I need to dig out a hole here to connect to the connector because I just realised that I haven't actually got any large ports for the cargo containers, so I need to connect up.
We can do it manually.
What,
But
through
as
the
long as you've
cockpit?
got access to the, through the cockpit or the side point. Then again, you can't carry thingies. Can't put thingy plates.
Well, I'll just get started with...
Oh, I can actually get it so my phone displays chat only or audio only. Okay, profile.
Alright.
Don't want to do that.
Might want to fix that one first.
Okay, that makes some sense. My thing says start streaming to build your network. And basically, my previous videos should have been there, but they're not.
Oh sure, well, I'm just connecting up some connectors to the connector. Or should I say conveyor tubes to the connector. So I can obviously hook transfer the components into the cargo container.
Oh, and as well as according to the servers, everything's back to normal now.
Alright. That's good then.
You know, the issues we were running into yesterday.
Yeah, car.
That's apparently all fine now.
Makes more steel tubes. Apparently there's some steel tubes.
Yeah, for some reason I can't get it to do the recording, keep the recordings. I can't find the option to. I'm gonna quickly set my phone up to show chat only.
Some metal grids would be nice. Oh, display. I need one display. Typical. One display.
A little bit of lag. Yeah, I'm just gonna rip this down. Again, I've got more tools because of the whole no cryo. Wait, what? Just happened there?
Well, my batteries
I
are
grind
on.
out.
Yeah.
I grind out the battery. No, I grind
The
out
connector.
the
Yeah.
connector,
It's alright.
and then the piece beneath me went.
Well, because it's in the ground over there, you should theoretically be able to connect the
Yeah,
two
no,
back
but
up.
it's. Well, I'm getting rid of it.
Oh yeah.
Actually, no, then I got batteries on it.
What you just you're not having it anymore.
Well, yours is finished and can fly, can't it? Whereas this is
Yeah.
going to take a while longer to get ready to fly.
Yeah, we currently don't
And
even
also,
mine it just yet until we get over.
You know my mining
spaceport.
vehicle?
Yeah.
It can dig down. It can dig an angled tunnel. You wanna know
nice.
how?
Gyro.
This is the suspension. Mess around with the suspension to the point where you've got the front angled.
Hmm.
I did it the other day. I meant to tell you about it. It was because I was literally using it to just quickly get something done, and I was like, do you know what? I can't be bothered to bring something over here, so I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, okay, I can actually get that. So I dropped the suspension down to 0, and I wasn't touching the floor enough to basically be damaging anything.
Nice. Well, do you want to stick make a seat for the vehicle, and maybe put another battery on it at the back, just for the long distance haul, and I'll start loading
Well,
up. Well, the battery 1 and 2 will be fully charged in 20 minutes. The others will take 2 hours. Well, see, as we start grinding down the electrical systems. So, what we got in the refinery? Can't tell this. The other one.
refinery 2, that is green, is fully done, and we got a bunch of stuff we can't refine. From the looks of it, both refineries are done. Like, we're not actually using any power. Oh yeah, the reason I came back up here was because I wanted to get some hydrogen.
I want to just get to the connector. Is it the connector on my ship, or the connector that's attached to it to pull it all? So
Oh, you're doing it that way.
I collect it all,
To be honest, I don't trust the way the connectors work that way.
and then I'll just
Because I've had it disabled, and for some reason everything's just been vacuumed into the into the connector that I didn't want it to do.
Alright, let me just yeah. Right, stuff's in the connector. Joe, I am a tool, aren't I?
Sorry, what'd you do?
Well, I'm just looking at it, right? And the way I've set the cargo containers up, the only thing that can
Yeah,
store...
it doesn't work. That's why I use large containers, because I can orientate it. So I got all my containers will be linked up by a large port, and I can also have the large port connected to the cockpit depending upon what cockpit I'm using, and if I'm using H2O2 generators.
Yeah.
But then I can also have down connected up by the thing.
Yeah.
So what we can do to fix this is if we use a bunch of bridging, actually again it wouldn't work because we would need this space bigger.
The only way it would
Unless
work,
of course we cut the front half of your ship off.
if I grind down the cockpit quick. Alright.
I'll grab the metal plates to... Oh, everything's already gone straight in there.
Yeah, it's all in the connector. Alright, what's in there? Have any ice in there? Can't tell.
We want metal... what?
Just try it down,
And...
grind down the engines. So there's only literally the 2 large thrusters, the H2O2, the cockpit, and then obviously the blocks.
Well, I've done the bridge for you.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that? Did you use a pipe underneath us? Oh, no, you've got blocks underneath as well, yeah.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought we had pipe work underneath us. That's what it looks like.
Alright, grind this up. We'll grind up your cargo container on your ship and then just basically replace it. But just a question though, wouldn't the connector and the
Well, keep in mind, we only have one large storage container's worth of stuff, realistically.
Yeah,
it
but
works out. Sorry, one large grid, small container.
yeah.
So all we really need is one small grid, large container, and that'll have everything. And then we could fix this at a later point
Well, if I put.
once we have more capable stuff.
Hang on. I need a stick.
I don't think we have any sticks.
Hang on.
I'm gonna chop down a tree if you want, but I don't think it'll give us a stick. It may give us a pissed off Lorax though.
Right, I need to figure out what's this. So that's that.
Because what is it? Once we get this airborne, we can move the connector into the correct place.
I need to connect. Oh, it's large steel tubes. Alright, so it's that one first, which is a conveyor junction. Because unfortunately, where it's
Okay, you didn't need to do it that way. I was saying we could have just got it airborne and then orientated everything correctly after.
well, that's right. Well, quickly go grind down your box here.
Gonna want your H to bring that back then.
You know, stick a large cargo container on.
You had the small holes on it up, didn't you? Like up and down, or left and right.
They're on the left side and right side. What are you on about?
No, I'm on about your H2O2.
Yeah, it was the small holes on the back towards the cockpit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, top or bottom. Sorry, top and bottom, or left and right. Okay, I thought you was placing that on
left
top
and
of
right.
there.
That's right. We'll basically then we'll stick the H2O generator up.
Right.
Oh, I did that wrong as well. For God's sake, look at that. I hate it. I hate it when it's got small ports.
Yeah, is it?
God damn, right. So, we don't want that. Oh, you don't have it.
Yeah. I've been using them often enough to be able to somewhat do it quickly.
That's right, yeah. Then we want
It's not
the-
orientated the most efficient way, but it gets it on there. It just means you've got a small port at the bottom,
Yeah.
and to the left
one.
and right.
And then it was the cockpit.
Which I can also remove these now.
That way. There you go. And then what we could do, we could just literally on the small ports, come off. It was two, right? Actually one.
I'm gonna quickly finish ripping this down.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
And then that one. I feel like I need to put another upwards thrust on her. Yeah, the 4 big thrusters. I don't think it's gonna cut it. We've got enough materials to do it.
Also, just remember, you do know that technically these batteries charge faster if you set them individually, like set one to charge and leave the other to deplete. So then once that one's full, it will start focusing everything towards one battery.
Well, the other two will be charged in a minute, and then obviously the other ones, once obviously we grind down the H2O2 generator next to the survival kit, grind down the refineries, literally the only power will be generating it will be the ship, won't it?
Oh, and so, do you want me to make that specialist drill rig?
Specialist drill rig.
Yeah, you know the one was working on the other day.
Oh right, the big one.
Without, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm open, just looking at it, that the forward thrust doesn't damage the back up thrust. It's 2 blocks. Isn't
No,
it?
it won't.
It's 2
It
blocks,
won't.
isn't it? So one.
I've
two.
had stuff a lot closer than that, and it's not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the
Don't
rule was
damage.
2 blocks and it doesn't damage. Alright, so that's
Yeah, let's just
fixed.
hope they fix the thing soon. The
I see.
hot bars.
Oh yeah. This is still not fixed.
They're still broken as far as I know.
Right,
But unless there was a hot fix, I don't know. See if you can set up more than like put one thing in your first hot bar and switch to the second one. See if you can put anything there.
2 seconds. I need. Don't only steel tube. Yeah, one's large steel tube. So I need some of them.
It feels so odd being able to carry so much on here now.
No, it is steel tubes, construction components. Construction components, motors, and computers. Alright, so gyro, and then we want an antenna.
Oh, and as well, I'll do the same with our flooring on the like the new location. I'll put down the half slabs temporarily, and we switch to the the interior floor block, interior blocks for flooring once we've got materials to be able to build. Because what I'll do is I'll start getting resources to be able to make a small airtight room, and then basically expand it out just so we have a quick little breathing space.
Yeah. So you can make an airtight room over at the spaceport.
Just now, I think your connector or something is full. This isn't draining now.
The connector's full, yeah. But it's not transferring into the cargo boxes,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure what's going on. I'm going to have to do it manually.
No, what happened was I'd gotten the items I needed to get out.
Yeah.
I pressed B to exit the menu, and then it had opened up the how much of this do you want to transfer from here to here menu, while I had no other menu, so that crashed me.
Alright.
At least that's the last thing I saw before crashing. Do that a little bit.
Alright. I took all the rest of the ores out.
Or both of them.
Yeah, the only thing left is gravel, so we just leave that for that.
Well,
Fine,
gravel
yeah.
is actually used for the components, so it is actually useful, but it seems to be that one item it's used for, pretty much. It's
Yeah, but
the
do we
one
really-
important item.
Do we really want to be taking it with us? Or we could just make more of it when we mine?
How many components do we have?
I don't know.
Because that will answer the question. If we ain't got many components, we'll need to take a bit of it with us, just so we have instant access to more components.
Would you
When
want to get to
flying
work
on here,
wanna
I'm-
get to work on that?
Just give me 1 second, I'm just grinding away these pipes.
Okay. H2O2 generator's gone. Got the ice as well.
What I will do is I'll grind enough to be able to place it, and then I'll basically weld it.
Literally,
up.
this is where Clang literally it's as a full-blown meteor storm when the swivel kit goes down. We're like, oh crap.
Yep. Well, if anything, we may want to get it so your ride has its H2O2 connected up to a survival kit, so you've got a personal respawn point with this vehicle. Because I'm assuming you're going to want to refine this to be a... Okay, that's off-center, but I'm not taking it apart. Yeah, so I take it you're going to want to refine this into a more better ship, aren't you? That is obvious.
Yeah.
At your light?
Say
I
again?
don't know why your light is that yet. No, so is that your light? For some reason your light is really yellow.
I don't know. I'm just trying to connect the connector into the floor, so when we take down the half blocks, it doesn't go nowhere. Alright, that should be alright.
So what did you do with all your ammunition?
It's in the box, I think.
You sure? Because I haven't moved any ammunition. I've still got my 4 that I had.
Alright, I
Before
wouldn't have done that.
Actually,
Still charging.
I was
wasn't
going
it?
to say, you want more power, don't you?
That's right, we should theoretically be alright with... We've got 2 full charge batteries. And then we've got the 2 other ones.
It works out if we were to transfer the charge from the 2 that are partially charged into the first 2, we'd have 2 fully charged batteries then. Oh, that's annoying. I'm low on hydrogen.
Yeah, it's cockpit, mate. Cockpit. Just sit in the cockpit. And not to mention, there's about 10 bottles in the cargo box. Yeah.
Wait,
Right.
there's enough ice over there and everywhere around us to do hydrogen engines, but it's a case of we'll be using an engine to charge up a battery and then relying off the battery. Okay, do you want me to just cut you free?
No, hang on. I gotta thingy the Go get the batteries set up. Oh. Right. Now cut me free.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know you was going to disconnect from the connector.
Yeah.
Oh, but here's something you can show your viewers now.
What's that?
You jump out of your cockpit for a sec. This right here. This is the difference between a station and a vehicle.
What's that?
It defies gravity. If you have something that was part of a station, like this was, because
Yeah.
building a large grid structure into a surface forces it to be a station.
Mm.
Whereas if you was to have built that above ground, unconnected to anything first, and then looped it into it, it would have been counted as a ship.
Is it Fort Nose?
Meaning it can, basically, it will follow the laws of gravity.
Okay.
Also, ready when you are.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get me backwards thrusters all nice and ticked up. Alright. Back. Save. And then... But that just seem to be all of them. So I got 4 there, and 4 there. Should be 8. Was it 8? Yeah. I'm missing 2 up top. Could you, can you access control panel?
Yeah.
Could you block up all the backwards thrusters for me?
Just to know, you've got a large atmospheric that is labelled up, set to off.
Could you turn it on?
You actually had 2 of them. You know your back 2.
Alright.
They were set to off. So you was hovering just fine with the 2 at the front. That's...
I have no vehicle sound. Very strange. There it is. Hey, look.
Well,
Hey,
keep
look
in
up
mind you are in a cockpit, so
Look in the
your
night
sound
sky.
is muffled.
Look up in the sky. Can you see it?
Yeah, I'm in a menu.
Alright.
That's everything off. What am I supposed to be looking at?
Look at the sky. Look what it is.
Oh,
Is
what
it-
you mean the one of the things we set up?
Yeah, the moon. Well, it's not the moon. It's was it Europa? Looks not. It doesn't look too bad from here, does it?
Huh.
It's about a moon distance away.
It was just to clarify, what we're on about here is that we basically set up some other planets. At least we set up one planet.
Did you? I'm guessing you already
So
turned
we-
off the backwards thruster.
Yeah. Unless, of course, you're seeing one on that I couldn't
No.
see.
No, I was like,
And
I
then-
let go of the throttle, the push, and it was still going 100 meters a second. So I was like, oh.
Going to make a little change to something.
Well, I see the sphere now. Yeah, it's right on a cliff.
Right. Yeah, I know.
I was like, do you know what would be quite cool? Alright, hear me out.
What?
Right. We build in the ground by the cliff, have a ramp for rovers, and have a mountainside hangar bay for aerial vehicles. Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Where's that gone? There it
Yeah.
is.
So you could build a like a tunnel for our rovers. Well, because it's quite flat, really, getting around. Yeah, and if we want, we could build an elevator to go down to the bottom for our rovers. Get a bit all
Yeah.
yeah, a bit all fun. Where's the base? There's the
Actually,
base.
I'm gonna change that to something else.
What's that?
No, just doing something.
Right, we're coming down for our landing. Get set up over here. Yeah, in a sec. Okay. Just land the ship. Don't want to crash. It goes very slowly. There's a rock there, I think.
Wait, so you're in third person, right?
I am indeed.
Can you see that new signal on your screen?
New signal. Which one?
Well, there should be one signal showing on your screen right now.
What, you? McKay,
No.
help. Oh, yeah. There's it.
I changed the antenna
Ah,
to say
yeah.
help.
Right. Right, I'm down. Oh, too far. Right, if you want to get set up on a connector, I just gotta go do something for the missus.
We just need landing gear. Landing
go-
gear and then kill power.
Yeah, alright, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Hopefully the stream doesn't get boring. Maybe I'll just well, not third person, but camera you. The time lapse of you tinkering. I'll be back in a minute.
And this is the point where I find out he hasn't shared control over the ship. He just grabbed. Oh wait, what am I? Did I grab everything of the? Yeah, I did. I grabbed every single motor again. Great. Because my controller keeps on acting up a little bit. I actually can't kill power because we need the power on to have a survival kit. Okay, we're gonna want interior.
Meteor storm inbound.
Already? Actually. Yeah, we can actually get that functional. First I actually set up these.
Right then, I'm back.
Okay. You do know we can actually get a actual assembler set up, right?
Yeah, and do a large refinery as well if you want.
Well, we're a little bit away from a large refinery, just due to the simple fact of it requires a ton of steel plates, 20 large steel tubes, and 20 metal grids.
Yeah.
It's more so the steel plates are the problem
Where's the cliff edge?
just at the moment.
Oh, yeah, the cliff edge here, is it?
I just started trying to get it set up a little bit. But I'm just setting it up so we can actually do stuff, and then we'll put what we want actually where we need it.
So I'm thinking
Once we have the materials for it.
this cliff edge here, about, I don't know, a bit down, we could build our base in the ground. But I don't know, we'll think about it, You know, depends on what we want to do, if we want to stay on the alien planet or head out into space, you know.
Well, would you say our end goal would be getting back to Earth?
Yeah. Yeah, where am I going? Ship's over here.
I'm literally just putting the components into everything, and then welding up after. So it might be quicker if we both do that quickly, and then we'll just weld everything up at the same time.
Well, there you have it then, folks. This is the end of part 3. Next part, we'll be constructing a temporary base on the surface while figuring out where to build on the side of the mountain. So I hope you enjoyed the live stream, and if you did, please leave me a like and a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Trying to get my subscribers up. And with all that said, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.